Discussed about the arithmetic mean and the computation of arithmetic mean in their individual observation. So today we are going to learn about the shortcut method in which you can find out the arithmetic mean. So I'll just brief you out before what we have already learned. We learned what arithmetic mean or average is. Then based on that, the case 1 that we learned was individual observation, and in that there are two methods. First is the direct method, which we have already learned and did 2-3 problems on, and then the second one is the shortcut method. Alright, so in direct method we have already learned an equation which determines the value of an average. X is equal to, what was it, sigma x divided by n, where x represents the arithmetic mean, the x symbolizes your number of values of a variable, and then your n stands for the total number of items. And we have done 2-3 problems regarding it, and I'm sure that it is very easy and you guys have aced at it. Now next is about the shortcut method. This under this method, a value preferably from the middle is assumed in the value of your average, and then from that you'll find out something called deviation. Alright, so you'll find out a deviation, and from that you will assume what actually the average is. Alright, so over here the equation of arithmetic mean is x is equal to a plus sigma d, small letter d, divided by n. Alright, so over here where x is your arithmetic mean, write that down, arithmetic mean, then your capital A is your assumed mean. This is basically the assumption that you take, your middle part, where the value that you take to calculate your average. Okay, then there is the d. D is the deviation. The deviation is nothing but the value of the variable from your assumed mean. Whatever that you have assumed or whatever that you have taken, from that how much of the deviation is your value of your mean. So over here usually how you calculate deviation is d is equal to x minus a, the value that you already take and the assumed mean that you have assigned to the average, and then n is equal to your total number of items. So this sounds a bit confusing when I say it like that, but this is very easy. I'll just show it to you with an example. Alright, so there is this question which says, I'll give a question, the same question that I gave you, roll number, and then there are marks. Alright, so the roll number is from 1 to 10, say 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and then I'll give marks for 1 as 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, then again a 50, maybe 70, 90, and then maybe a 50. Alright, so over here when you are using the shortcut method, just preview to the next page. First what you do is you computation of arithmetic mean in your shortcut method. Alright, and then I'll write that down in a table format because tabulation is very necessary. Roll number, marks, this is how you usually do it. Alright, so the roll number is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and over here what was it, 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 50, and 70, 90, and then again a 50. Alright, so over here when you're applying this formula, you need another column which calculates your d value. Okay, so over here d, we already said that d is x minus a, so you can just write that here, x minus a, and now you have to assume a number for your assumed mean. So over here let's just say that I am taking my a as any number from here, maybe 60. I'm just taking it for my convenience. It can be any numbers. So your assumed mean is 60, and then when you are calculating d, you need to write that down over here. So over here your d value is, your x is 30, your a is 60, so over here your value will be minus 30. Okay, and then next x is 40, 40 minus 60 is minus 20. Alright, then the next is minus 10, then 60 minus 60 is 0, then 70 minus 60 is 10, 80 minus 60 is 20, 50 minus 60 is minus 10, then there is again a 10, then there is a 30, and then again a minus 10. Alright, so according to your formula that I have said, your sigma d is your total of your value d. So your sigma d is equal to it becomes minus 10. Yes, minus 10 is your answer. So you apply this and then find out the arithmetic mean. So your x dash is equal to a plus sigma d divided by n. Alright, so here your a is 60 plus sigma d is minus 10 divided by, how much is it? 10. N is your number of thing. Okay, so here 6 plus minus 10. So over here when you calculate it, you need to calculate this and then you have to add it with this. So minus 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. 60 minus 1 is equal to 59. So your answer is 59. 59 is your arithmetic mean. I guess you understood it. This is just another method in which you can calculate. You calculate with this equation and you calculate with this equation, both will get the same number of average. Alright.